What's up, Docs and Docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here with Bob Bergen, and we are looking at Firehouse Frenzy. This is the return to form, Bob. This is where you get to actually go back and not just do the 50s Porky and do something a little bit I guess richer is the word, or is this a challenge?
I agree. Is it a challenge? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Would you say it was a challenge?
Not at all. It was a pleasure. The original Looney Tunes shorts were all storyboard gag driven, and so are these. It's such a pleasure to work on these. And as you know, I've done everything from Tiny Toons to Space Jam to New Looney Tunes to the Looney Tunes show, and just to be able to work.
You're the one who's gotten the most consistent work of doing Porky Pig. I mean, you are, for all intents and purposes, Porky Pig now.
Well, there have been others, for a variety of reasons, from, preference of producers to whatever, but I think I've done them more than the others, yeah.
And I don't think people really realize that. The reason why Mel Blanc was, the guy, and then it became, up to other people, like you say, per producer to cast somebody is because Warner Brothers really, in the 70s and 80s, they really were resentful of that contract, that airtight deal that Mel had, because they can make more money if they can just get anyone that can do it. It's not really about quality all the time. Wow, that's a great reference to the Blue Danube.
It sure is. Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't catch that upon first few viewings until just now. But
and I gotta tell you, I've seen all of these that HBO Max has. I think they only have 10 up right now. Is that right?
That's about right, yeah.
Yeah, and we got over 200. I've got a session tomorrow to do a new one, so we're still doing these.
It's very active. It's a good time to be alive, folks. Don't take it for granted. You are living in a time when Looney Tunes are being made the right way by the right people. Don't take it for granted, because the last time was 50 years ago, and it wasn't even that great. It was the 1969 cartoons.
Yeah,
I love this gag here too.
I always wondered before the internet, what fans thought when every Saturday morning they'd go to the theaters and see a little bit different version of the same characters. Because none of us really cared that on the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show that every short looked a little bit different. We just all took it for granted these were the characters. But I never, ever liked the late 60s.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put Daffy with Speedy. It just never made sense to me. I remember seeing those in the theaters and going, ew.
Yeah. I can imagine it being, because the old thing I used to tell people is that, look, if you take anything and put it on a big screen, it's automatically better. And I would argue that you're right. That's not necessarily the case with those DePatie Freeling Roadrunners and Speedies and Daffies. Although the Speedy Daffy thing was, it was originally Speedy and Sylvester, and there's literally one cartoon with Granny where Sylvester is done and he's out and he's been terrified to the nth degree, and Daffy comes in and they literally change it over there. But we'll talk about this cartoon. This cartoon kind of reminds me of Frank Tashlin in a weird way. There's a little flavor, even though there's a huge Clampett influence, there's a little flavor of various others throughout all of these. Well, to be continued, my friend. To be continued.
What's up, folks? You're listening to Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic. Although everyone's a critic. That's all, folks.